Hey, good morning, everybody. Welcome back to another morning of working out. Let's start with side shuffle and get going here. Remember, start at the speed that works for you and move. All right. Today, the equipment you need is that one big weight that you went out and bought. At some point, you thought, oh, it's here at Winners, it's on sale. I should probably use that, or I should probably get that. Well, today's the day. You know, at least 10 pounds, 20, 30, 40 pounds. Maybe even 50 pounds is the weight you've got today. So the one arm row, okay? 40-30 workout. Squats and rowing, and finishing off with some burpees. Okay. All right, doing side shuffle here. Drop down a bit, lower down. Ceiling just dropped on you. The butt reaches backwards. Chest, I think of it as like the chest still stays up, even though we did bend forwards. We don't leave it the chest, okay? All right, 3, 2, 1. Come on, let's do butt kickers. Stand nice and tall and get that heel kicking to your butt. Got it, okay? Do it the way you like it. And then let's go faster, all right? Now, when we go faster, make sure the knee does not rise in front. You have to kind of make a conscious effort to take that foot back. A good way to do that is actually wipe your shoe on the floor like it's dirty, okay? There we go, we're going faster, not super fast, but just faster than you would normally do it on your own, okay? That's all. Nice. All right, 3, 2, 1. Come on up, baby jumping jacks. Get the blood flowing. So the workout today does not have a lot of dynamic stuff in it. Oh, that's right. Until part B, which is burpees. Part A doesn't have anything dynamic yet. So let's just do it now to warm it up. This is our preparation for when we do burpees. If you can't jump your feet back and forth because it doesn't feel right, just pop your heels up and down and keep your feet in one place, okay? And then intermediate is you pause between jumps. All right, find the way that works for you. And then if you've been doing it a certain way for a while, try the next level up. Again, this is the warm-up, not the workout. 3, 2, 1. Come on out. So keep that in mind. Leg swing, opposite hand. All right, on. So I say this in my own head whenever I do my own workout, and I often say it out loud with you guys. If the warm-up feels like the workout, then you and I need to slow down. It should feel comfortable, like a little tingly maybe. If you start to like, I gotta catch my breath, then slow down to catch your breath, okay? That aerobic system takes at least a couple of minutes, in some cases 5, 10, 15 minutes. 3, 2, 1, come on out. All right, we're gonna take our arms and shoulders, hands either at shoulder height or a little lower, okay? And then squeeze in front, and then open, and squeeze behind. Close, sort of squeezing, and then we're squeezing. There we go. Yeah, so the most elite cardiovascular endurance athlete is going to use their aerobic system for their maximum capacity. So like, thinking of, I think it's the 5,000 meter swimmers. They might actually warm up their aerobic system for over an hour just to get it at full capacity, okay? All right, we're still doing this. Squeezing in front, squeezing behind. Got one more to go. Oh, there we go, nice. All right, let's do hip mobility and full body movement. So the right leg goes back, both hands come to the inside of the front leg. You get as close to the floor as you feel comfortable, and then pop up. Other leg goes back, hands to the inside. Get as close to the floor as you can, and then come back up. We're not stopping. You might take 2 or 3 steps to get back there. Maybe the hands come to the front leg, so you're not going as low, all right? All of that is completely proper to do, okay? The idea is much of your body is all moving at the same time. And then as we notice the, maybe the variable balance, we'll call it that, variable balance. The goal is to try to make it look good, look as good as possible, all right? So we're auditioning for a Lululemon commercial or whatever, just how do we make this look good? Have that in as your mindset. How it looks doesn't matter at all. But if we have that intent, that's important. Okay. All right, we're doing one more, and then we're coming out. Nice. So oftentimes the instructions that I give are designed to direct your intention. Maybe not the actual movement, the actual result, but more so the intent. What are you focusing on when you do this? Okay. How about my stool? So we're doing bodyweight squat with the pulse. Now realize this stool, maybe it's could have done better. This stool is too high for my pulses now, which I'm like, that's awesome. But anyways, I'm gonna use it as a rest for my bodyweight row, and I'll show you that in a bit. Bodyweight squat with the pulse. So we know what our squats are like. Hips go back, we sit, chest stays up, but we do bend forwards, but from the hips, okay? Now we go as low as we feel we should, and then do 1 or 2 or 3 pulses. Those movements are just maybe an inch up and down, okay? You do what is right for you, I'm gonna do what's right for me. And vary it, maybe 1 pulse. Next time 2 pulses, next time 1, next time 3, okay? We do that for 40 seconds. I'm gonna take a rest. You're gonna grab that massive weight that you've got, and this can be done either hand on knee, elbow on knee, or that chair that you normally use to make your plank work. This is my preference. So we got our weight, and now we just simply pull it so the heel of our hand comes to our kind of lower ribs, almost as low as the waist. Okay, that's the idea. And that shoulder, what I really want is for the shoulder to never shrug up to the ear, so always keep it away from the ear. And then when we get to the top, think of that shoulder blade back there sliding across towards the spine. So think of the elbow crossing over to the other side, or the shoulder blade sliding to the spine, and then try to have a relaxed hand, okay? If we squeeze the hand really hard, we use the arm too much. If we relax the hand and just kind of hook the weight, then it lets our back work better. Okay, all right, it's gonna be awesome. So, 40 seconds, we're doing bodyweight squats with a pulse, and then our rowing both sides. Okay, we're going 3, 2, 1, here we go. So you might actually take a little inhale, exhale when you're pulsing at the bottom, okay? Or just breathe as you find comfortable, but try to pair the rise with an exhalation, okay? That's important. We're almost halfway done already. Yeah, so when we do the pulsing, we don't get nearly as many reps in, which I guess is nice. So we spend more time in the pain zone. Yeah, I'm not sure where we're at with that. We're almost there. Okay, 3, 2, 1, rest. Nice. Forgot to mention the feet. So the next time we're doing squats, think of your feet. Bring some attention to your feet. I want you to be pushing through the heel, the midfoot, and the forefoot, so the whole foot. Note that next time. All right, rowing. 10 seconds. Remember, shoulder away from ear, lots of space. 3, 2, 1, here we go. Exhale as you lift, not fast, okay? Now we got 40 seconds of this. Now, if you only have that one big weight, and you can only do that one weight for 20 or 25 seconds, you got 2 choices. 1, just go for as long as you can, and then take a rest. You get a longer rest. That's cool. Or 2, drop the weight and just go empty hands and practice that shoulder blade squeeze to your spine. That's a good way to take advantage of that extra time, okay? 3, 2, 1. Rest. Nice. So the most obvious part of that movement is the hand going up and down. That's the least significant part of the movement. The most obvious, but least significant and important. Most important is that shoulder blades sliding towards the spine. All right, we're doing this again for the other side. Ready? In 3, 2, 1, here we go. Over halfway. Three, 2, 1, rest. Excellent. That's one round done. Okay, walk around. Lots of big muscles are being used right now. Legs are big, back muscles are big. Get your breath. Get ready. All right, 10 seconds. Bodyweight squat with a pulse. Remember to get as low as you're supposed to go. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. 1, 2, or 3 pulses. Mix it up. Exhale as your eyes. Remember those feet. Do you feel your heels pressing into the ground? Maybe not your arches, but the outer edges of your foot should be pressing into the ground. The ball of your foot behind your big toe should also feel some pressure. You might notice like 1 rep is more heels, 1 rep is more toes. Notice those differences. 3, 2, 1. Come on out. Rest. So notice the difference. Try to do a better job of making it equal with your whole foot at every rep. Okay? Again, not super important that we accomplish that, but knowing that what direction we're going and what our intention is, that's what we're working on there. Okay, rolling. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. We're halfway. I might say way past halfway. Time. 3, 2, 1. Rest. Nice. All right. Keep walking around. Resist maybe the temptation to stay in one place. For me, I guess I want to stay in the camera. So I want to not just wander off. Then remember, okay, I can still wander around while wandering off. If I find myself focusing on talking and standing still, I get lightheaded. I don't feel very good. Other arm. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Keep breathing. Way past halfway. In 3, 2, 1. Rest. Work. All right, walk around. Final set coming up. Nice job. If you do take little drinks, make sure they're little drinks. Again, if you see, watch things like a lot of athletic stuff, they'll drink and then they'll spit it out or half it out. So they're not drinking to hydrate. Oh, squats. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. And pulse. Doing it to keep the mouth moist. Recognizing that if they actually swallow too much water while doing intense exercise, chances are they'll throw up. Okay. And so that can happen to you and me, or it can just result in in nausea. Three, 2, 1, and come up. Nice job. All right, that might be the last leg exercise we do. Might be. Just leave room for the possibility that there's a little bit of time to kill. But I don't think so. Those Tabata things, well, that's speaking of killing, that should do it. All right. Pick an arm. One arm row. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Exhale as you lift. Fifteen seconds to go. This weight might be feeling heavier now. And that just means more results. Let's go. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Nice. So that's an interesting feeling. If the same weight is feeling heavier and heavier with consecutive sets, it means you're doing a good job of fatiguing yourself, taxing yourself. Because we're not really resting. We're not resting enough to recover fully at all. So that's maybe a measure to know. All right, get ready. Other arm. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. It's a measure of your intensity. If the weight feels the same for all 3 sets, by definition, that intensity is kind of low to medium. Okay, and that may very well be your intention, is to work at a low to medium rate. Okay, very good for maintenance. Excellent. If improvement is desired, not so much. All right. Oh, 3, 2, 1, and rest. And that's it. That's the end of the part 8. Sweet. So again, it's all about what your intention is, what your goal is, and are your actions matching those things. All right. So, what are we doing for Tabata? So again, I always give it when I look at this note that I referenced on. So I have the original, designed workout, and then as a result, we do it, and I'm like, well, that was stupid. And I have notes on modifications. So this one originally is written Tabata burpees. To be honest, we may never do that again. Oh my goodness. That's just too hard and not productive. So, not that's just like I'm scared, but what are we gaining from it? So burpees, full meal deal, right? Boom, body hits the floor, you pop up, and it's a big jump, bang. Okay. Other end of the spectrum, you get that stool you normally use for your planks. Your hands get to it or the floor. Walk your feet out, walk your feet in, and do the weight. Okay. Or maybe the heels pop off as you do the weight. Or it's a little jump. Okay. Or that intermediate one, hands go to the floor, feet pop out, feet pop in, and it's a little jump. So you don't actually lie to the floor to keep your arms straight all the time. Okay. And remember, if you are going to the floor, I'm a big fan of snaking up, so being in this kind of back bent position. But then when you're doing that, stave your back, squeeze your stomach really hard. Okay. I don't like the push-up position in that because we're doing so many so fast. We're all gonna hurt ourselves. Okay. All right, makes sense. So 20, 30, 20 on, 30 off. We only have 5 minutes, so we can't really do enough to die doing this. Well, I guess we could. And by die, I mean like have super lots of fun. Okay. Go 3, 2, 1. Here we go. So it's 20 seconds of this. So pace yourself. Lots of breathing, lots of huffing and puffing. Try to exhale during the harder parts for you. Okay. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Nice. So we're doing about 5 rounds of this, I guess. So 30-second rest. So during the 30-second rest, you might take a moment where you hold your kneecaps down, and then you get up and you walk around. All right, that's the first one. Call that the worst one, right? Because it's like, oh my goodness, rip the Band-Aid off. Now that it's off, and you're not really bleeding that much. 3, 2, 1, and go again. Here we go. That's it. See, you can do burpees. Come on, we're almost there. We're getting there. 3, 2, 1, rest. Yeah. All right, now the body's kicking in. All right, walk around, walk around. Not fast, just keep moving. A little bend in the knee. So it takes venous return. Blood flow back to the heart. So some of it can go to your brain so you don't pass out. All right. 30-second rest are short, eh? 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Come on. Keep on. In 3, 2, 1. Rest. Nice. Okay, that's 3. I think. We got 2 more. 2 more. Okay, let's just do 1 more, and then let's do 1 more after that. That sounds totally different than 2 more. 1 more. All right, ready? 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Come on. In 3, 2, 1. Rest. All right. 3. Walk around. 1 more. I didn't lie the last time when I said 1 more. You knew what I meant. It was 1 plus 1. This is the plus 1. This is the last one. In 3. No, sorry, I got ahead of myself. In 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Got so excited. Can you go a little faster? Can you sneak an extra one in here? Come on, push. In 3, 2, 1. Rest. All right, now for sure, walk around, walk around. Unless you ended like in that bottom position and then you can't get up. All right, deep breathing. Just make sure your abdomen, your lower abdomen presses into the floor and your whole body rises with every breath. That's what you have to do if you're lying on the floor. And then as soon as you can, get off the floor, then get up, walk around, okay? All right. So we're all gonna get the breath. Nice work. Okay, stretch. We're just going to take a minute to breathe. And just to said this before, full disclosure, this mic does not pick up my breathing. I don't think it's not nearly as much as what I hear and feel. So if you're wondering, oh, John, you're breathing hard. Yeah, the mic's just not picking it up. So that's pretty cool. All right, so let's get into our stretch. Unless, of course, you feel like you need to keep walking around, then you keep walking around. Now, right leg's behind me, left leg's in front, elbows are on the front leg. And if it's there for you, then maybe hands come to the inside of that front leg. And we're just stretching a whole bunch of things within our hips, okay? Now as we get here, our attention is still on our breath. All the way in, all the way out. If there is a lightheaded feeling or a nauseous feeling, then you get back up and keep walking around, nice and easy, focusing on your breath, and then jump back in and join us, okay? I think it's those kind of little things, I call them little, not sure why we call them little, they're really important. Little details, I guess, which implies little, but it's still details, so maybe it's big. Not for you guys, because you know what you're doing, but when I say you, I mean people who are here with me live in class. 3, 2, 1, and switch sides. But you, now I'm speaking to somebody who's watching this on our YouTube channel for the first time, you might have had some bad experiences with exercise because you didn't feel very good at the beginning, at the middle, or at the end. And oftentimes that comes down to the details of focusing on your breath, moving instead of standing still, slowing down just a little bit, let yourself catch up to what you're doing, and getting those details ironed out. So I'll say that they are much, much more important than the normal, the more typical things that people focus on. 3, 2, 1, and switch sides. And the things that I find people are focusing on, because it's the questions that I get when it comes to exercise. I never get questions about these details I'm talking about: breathing, pace, and recovery. But I get lots of questions about which are the best exercises I can do for A, B, and C, right? So there are no best exercises. If you're moving, you're doing it. Yeah, so the natural focus is on average misplaced. Oh, this is awesome. 3, 2, 1, and switch sides. And breathe and stretch. All right, this is just speaking to the people that are here in the room, I guess. Those of you who, if you remember, somebody who used to work at SAS Polytech, named Ron Mang, avid skier. I love people who are obsessed with something and then just execute that obsession and live through it. You love skiing, right? 3, 2, 1, and switch sides. Left out. So our snow is melted. For the most part, our ski trails are gone. The ski trails, anyway. So we have snow banks that's full of dirt and they're gross. Anyways, I saw Ron skiing yesterday. So that was that's a dedication to the craft. He knows, right? Just like we know, showing up. If he can get a couple skis in at the end of March, and then as soon as there's frost in October on some grass, he can ski again. That's only 3, 2, 1. That's only a 6-month break between skis, right? And if you only take a 6-month break versus an 8-month break, which I've taken, you apply that over, honestly, 10, 20, 30 years of living, how many more months of skiing will he have gotten in than me? That will result in him being a better skier as an 80-year-old than me as an 80-year-old. So that's slow, persistent, chipping away at it. What can I do to make this a little bit better? I appreciate it soon. I was inspired. 3, 2, 1, and relax. The skis must rest a little bit. That's okay. You get movements. Thanks for showing up. I appreciate it, and so does your body. And I will see you Thursday. Take care.